Hello, my name is Caitlin D'Onofrio, and I'm an infant toddler teacher at Robin's Nest Children's Center. I was fortunate enough to grow up in a family where food was love. It was how we showed appreciation, how we connected with one another. When someone was born, we made food. When someone died, we made food. No surprise that when my parents divorced, it continued to hold space for quality time and connection with both of them. With my mother, I probably ate more of the cookie dough than ended up on the trays. And with my dad, I would watch the Food Network almost exclusively, remaking dishes that we found particularly delicious. When I turned 16 and started looking for a job, it was a no-brainer that it should be in a restaurant. Well, let's just say that I discovered within the first week that the hustle and bustle of restaurant life wasn't for me. Ironic, as the hustle and bustle of a toddler classroom is well matched.
Mhm.
I was crushed to discover something I was so passionate about wasn't going to develop into anything past a hobby. It was a conversation with my mother that I had with my mother after I left the restaurant that inspired my career change. She asked if I had ever thought about teaching. She remarked on how good I had always been with my younger cousins, and I had been babysitting since I was 13 for families in my neighborhood to start making some money. From there, I got my first job at a childcare center, and as the cliche goes, the rest was history. I was completely enthralled with the idea of watching children grow and develop before my very eyes. I experienced moments like listening to an infant discover the sound of their own voice, watching a wobbly toddler suddenly take strong, confident steps across a room, and observe the pure joy that is witnessing a child hold a wiggly worm in their hands. Not to mention, I know of very few professions where you are swarmed with tiny hugs the moment you walk in the door from people who are genuinely happy that you are there. Turns out I didn't need to work in a restaurant or go to culinary school. As an early educator, I could manage my own classroom restaurant, share my love of food through cooking projects with children, and enjoy conversation during mealtimes every day, all without the terrible hours. I worked at that center until I was off to college in Vermont, where it was a clear choice to study early childhood education. In 2013, I stumbled upon Robin's Nest Children's Center, the program that I still work today as a lead toddler teacher. I'm fortunate that Robin's Nest is the center that I ended up in. Over the last 9 years there, I have built lifelong friendships, made strong connections with children and their families, and have grown tremendously within my field. It's no secret that early educators are severely underpaid. At 26, when I was still babysitting to bolster my income, Robin's Nest helped pay for me to become a licensed teacher through the peer review program. The program itself is quite expensive, and without Robin's Nest paying for it, I never would have been able to build my credentials and increase my income. I tell you these things not just to sing the praises of my center, but to bring awareness to the fact that not everyone is as fortunate to work in a high-quality center where they feel valued and supported. Every child and family deserves access to high-quality and affordable childcare that meets the needs of their families, and so do the early educators working in them. At the foundation of quality childcare are quality educators who are invested in the work that they do. But first, those teachers need to be invested in. The pandemic helped shed light on how essential early educators and childcare are in this country. It is imperative that the work we offer teachers, it is imperative that we work to offer teachers livable wages, appropriate benefits, and opportunities for professional development regularly. I wake up every day and walk into a job that I truly love going to. Let's make that the case for all educators across Vermont.